to Mr. President Sunday Dare. He joined us a few minutes ago, but I think he's disconnected again. He is the special advisor to the president on public communication and orientation, former minister for sports. Well, he's now a spokesperson to the president. He's supposed to be here joining us to discuss, of course, the state of the nation. We were told that he would be joining us at slightly late, but I guess he's having a little bit of connection issues. But if you're just joining us, this is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. And we are discussing the state of Nigeria's economy, the state of the nation, all through today. That's what we've been doing. Earlier on, we had the president of the Yoruba Council Worldwide speaking about Mr. President's appointment and how he does not have square pegs in square holes. Of course, that conversation has led to them wanting to hold an event which would obviously be addressing some of the things, celebrating Yoruba people, of course, and deliberating on some of the things that they think the president needs to address and change. Also talked about the tax bill and, of course, the VAT for states and how it will be beneficial to you and I, the average person. But my guest, was still expecting him to join us in a bit. As soon as he does that, we will be getting into conversations proper. But while we wait for Mr. Dare to join us, I did promise that I was going to take your attention to the lawyers representing the presidency on the case of treason. Remember, that's also something that I and my 3 o'clock guests were arguing about, the issue of whether these kids are triable, or these kids are supposed to are of the age to be arraigned in court, and if the case of treason is anything to go by. Also, over the weekend, two sets of people spoke: the council to the president and the council to these youngsters. They have a lot of lawyers, but the speech of the presidency's council was more of the one that triggered a lot of people, and so, of course, people are wondering exactly what he meant by these boys. He kept saying boys, by the way. These boys are married. Some of them are married. Some of them are graduates. They're not children. He also said that most of the people that we saw were not necessarily the real people that were being arraigned, that they came to visit their friends and loved ones. And I want to quickly just play you something from the weekend. I'll start with the council to the people that were being arraigned. We'll start with that, and then we'll piggyback. Hopefully, once our guest joins us, we'll be able to kick off this conversation. Unfortunately, we were told that he would be joining us slightly late because he was in a meeting with the president. But here is the council to the youngsters
that are flying around social media. They were kept at the Kuje Correctional Center and at the IRT, the notorious IRT at Sas Abatua. At Sas Abatua. Now, this is the facility that has held our young children that are being kept by this government over allegations of attempting to overthrow the president. The question now comes to, how can a 12, 13, 14-year-old boy who is looking very frail and malnourished attempt to overthrow the president? That is a matter for another day.
Council to the federal government, however, disagrees that they are all minors.
These boys that we brought to the court today, all of them are adults. Most of them are married men. None of them is a minor. Some of them are university graduates. The small kids you are seeing here, they came with some of their parents to come and greet their loved ones. They are not even the real suspects standing trial in this case. These boys were arrested in Kaduna and Zaria. These young boys are trying to destabilize Nigeria using the Russian flags and other countries calling on the military to remove our president. Is it fair to even remove the state governors that they don't want democracy again? If you don't like democracy, are we forcing you?
Okay, so you heard from both sides, both parties, and this is the issue that we have been talking about all day. I heard Kofi talk about it. I don't know if Joyce talked about it. And of course, my guests spoke about it. Like I said earlier on, we have totally forgotten about the fact that the reason why these people were even on the streets to start with was because there was hunger. People were protesting about the cost of living crisis and the fact that they could no longer go on. I remember several people that we interviewed during that protest here in Lagos and Abuja. One man said he's protesting for his children, the future of his kids. Another talked about the fact that there's a woman who came out with a pot and said she couldn't afford to buy food. I mean, there were so many reasons. But today, we're talking about treason. And then several people are looking at the picture that we're painting with these kids being arraigned in court, whether they fainted or not. And, you know, the newly appointed minister was seen pictured with these children, which has also raised some dust as to the fact that this might just be a photo op. You know, again, why are these children still remanded in custody? I heard Kofi's conversation with the NBAD governance, one of the protest leaders. But tomorrow I'm hoping that I can have a lawyer to come talk about, you know, the legality of this issue. But in the meantime, while we wait for our guests to join us, unfortunately, it's taking us forever to get to Mr. Dari to join us. As soon as he joins us, we're going to kickstart that conversation. But in the meantime, let's talk about these kids. If we're very silent on this issue as to these children being arraigned, and if lawyers, senior advocates of the country have come on this show, on this station, to say flying flags is not a crime, it's not criminal, what exactly are these kids being taken in for? That's the question. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Faloba.
Go ahead.
All those kids that they are talking about, are they up to like 20 years or above, something like that? Because I've not seen the picture of them, you know.
Sorry?
Like those kids they are talking about, they are kept in custody. Are they like 20 years above that they are saying that they want to do over?
They look younger. They're actually younger. They
are younger. So why can those kids overthrow the government? Okay, that's why even if the government are scared of for them to be overthrown, why can't they do the right thing?
Interesting. I wish I could answer that question, but hopefully Mr. Dari can help us answer that question. Hello. Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Michael. I'm calling from Maryann.
Go ahead, Michael.
When I watched the video that you play in the show, you can see that those two lawyers that stand behind the man, they were laughing. So why are they treating Nigerians like this? Why are they behaving like this? May the Lord have mercy on them. I don't have much to say, man. Thank you for your good work, man.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Hello, Maryann. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Happiness from Ikorodu.
Okay, Happiness. Go ahead.
Maryann, thank you so much. You did not allow that first speaker to intimidate you. Thank you so much. Even when he was shouting, you stood your ground. Thank you very much. I was so excited. I don't know what this government, what they want from us. They don't, in fact, they want to seize every freedom from us. Those are children. Why are they making it look like they are adults that want to overthrow the government? This is not nice at all. This is not nice. Enjoy your day.
All right. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Yes. Hello.
Now, what for that lawyer? That lawyer really go to law. I don't understand though. See the way he was just talking, lying. I don't even understand. The man says, I was just crying when I see those children. See the way they cover the lie. The other lawyer said they mock and twist it back. How can it be like this kind of country, that some people just decided to turn this country the way they want? A lawyer, you go to school, disgrace.
Thank you for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ngozi. I'm calling from Isola.
Ngozi, go ahead.
Okay, for me, I just feel that we don't have lawyers again in Nigeria, especially the human rights lawyers. Even the citizens themselves. Certain things go on in this country that Nigerians keep mute cannot happen even Ghana and Cotonou here that is very close to us. And I just want Nigerians to know one truth. The more we are keeping quiet, thinking things will automatically change, the more we are giving room to build more hooligans in power. The earlier Nigerians do the needful and remove these guys in power and see how we can salvage this nation, the better for each and every one of us. Pray from today till tomorrow. God does not meddle in the affairs of man, especially those he has given you power over. That is my case. God bless you.
Thank you very much for calling. All right. Well, unfortunately, we are unable to get Mr. Diary to join us, so we'll just keep going with our conversation. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, madam.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Mazu. They're calling you from Edo.
Mazude, go ahead, please.
Please, madam, I want to ask one question about the Nigerians. Please, this lawyer is in Nigeria. Why is it that anybody that's working for government in Nigeria will choose to be a blind? And God never made a person a blind person. But the person will choose to be a blind person. The person will choose to bend it. Instead of people to leave the hand straight, he will bend it. Why is it? It doesn't mean that government is truly a lie or educated people are liars. I don't understand this. But anyway, we watch. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling, Mazude. Like I said, as much as this has been, I mean, my first guest today blamed the media for some of the things, in fact, for sensationalizing some of these things. Well, I don't know if I agree with that, but then I also blame us, the media, that how we were tactfully moved away from, and you know, it's the news, you're reporting the news as it comes. We've totally forgotten and jettisoned the reason behind the protest, why people actually went to protest. It was the cost of living crisis. It was the fact that your take-home pay was no longer taking you home. Not to mention the fact that petrol pump price was raised. Labour, on the one hand, was saying, this is not the agreement we had. It was a potpourri of issues that led us to go to the streets. Ending bad governance was something that was an afterthought. But the first time that people hit the streets, it was hunger. I remember on this station, on this particular show, a lady called me and said she went to buy gari. She wanted to just buy one custard. And there was a woman that said, please, let me give you rubber plate to just scoop some for me. Let me take home. And she ended up buying another bucket for her. That's how bad the situation of things were at the time. And here we are now in the month of November. It's even worse. Twice in October, pump price was raised. How we were tactfully moved away from talking about the crisis, the hunger crisis, to now making it a case, a treasonous offense. Yes, flying of flags. We talked about it. I remember I had two lawyers here. We talked about the legality, if there was anything criminal in the Constitution that clearly states that if you fly a flag of another country, then you're asking for, the person in power to be unsat or whatever. And all we could get from these lawyers was that, it was just a sign of displeasure or descendants or something, dissidents, I beg your pardon, but not necessarily criminal. But here we are, months later, we're sitting in front of our televisions and in front of our radios, and we're listening to someone say, well, these kids have been given bail to the tune of 10 million, or let's just say millions, and they need a surety who's a civil servant, and these are 40-something people who have been arraigned for trying to unseat the president. Has hunger stopped? Has it been put on hold? Has our purchasing power increased? Has the economy gotten better? Oh no, we're not talking about that. Every news outlet, including us, are reporting the treason. What happened to us? I'm just curious. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good evening, Maryann.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's concerning the minors. It is important to state that we are immediately after the protest and they were arrested, and several months after that, the Adoyoju consistently at various fora, including programs of Nigerian Bar Association, mentioned that we have children that participated or were arrested during that campaign that were languishing in prison. He said it on 3 occasions, and one of those senior lawyers took it up. He said it's easy for people to come out now and say, and make make noise about seeing them in the court, but it took much more effort to bring them, to force government to bring them to the court. It wasn't easy. You remember, they've been there for several months, so there was no intention to bring them to court as soon as possible. Somebody forced them. So in as much as it's also important to recognize that there were people working behind the scene and to encourage them to bring these things. And there are more of these people trapped here and there that their plight should be brought up. So kudos to people like Deji and other social activist lawyers.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for your thoughts. There's a breaking story that the president has actually ordered the release of all of those people.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's so good to win in the Cowbell So Creamy So Good promo with 150 million naira worth of cash and loads of free airtime up for grabs. To stand a chance to win, simply buy 10 sachets of Cowbell 12 gram or 1 Cowbell 320 gram refill pouch. Submit the empty packs to any collection center near you and exchange the sachets for a scratch card. Scratch the card to reveal a unique code and text the code to 1393 to enter the draw. Promo runs from October to November 2024. For more info, visit www.cowbell.ng. Terms and conditions apply. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
Looking for ways to overcome challenges in your career journey? The perfect time to step into a world of opportunity is now. At Markets for You, a trusted, well-renowned online trading company with over 17 years of experience and customers spread across the globe. Discover a new way to earn and learn by copying top traders from around the world. No previous experience required. If you're over 18, you can start earning profits from the comfort of your home today. Visit www.marketsforyou.com or call 0912-779-0500, 0912-779-0500 today to start your journey towards financial independence with Markets for You.
Your personal information like your name, address, phone number, and even health records are valuable. Remember, if you are an organization that collects and processes personal information, you are a data controller or a processor. Therefore, you must register with the Nigeria Data Protection Commission. Visit www.ndpc.gov.ng or NDPC on all social media platforms to report incidents and stay informed. NDPC, championing privacy rights.
My kids love tasty snacks, but many snacks are not so good for them. That's why I love the new Milo Anna Snacks.
We love it, Mom.
Yes, it's a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
So, pack Milo and snacks in their lunchbox every day to help your kids refuel at break time and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Air control to flight WT478. You are approaching restricted airspace. You are not cleared to land. I repeat, air control to flight WT478. This is restricted airspace. You are not cleared to land.
Air control, this is not a captain. This flight has been hijacked by the madmen. We have a bomb on board, and these are our demands.
Watch Hijack 93, now playing on Netflix with plans starting from 2,200 naira only.
Oh, why is this phone hanging now?
Babe, Shibi, I don't tell you to buy ITEL A80.
ITEL A80?
That's right. The ITEL A80 comes with a 6.7-inch HD Plus screen, 36 months lag-free experience, 128GB memory, 5GB data on each 1,000 naira data purchase using the special code *312*66# on your Airtel line for the next 6 months with Google Apps pre-installed. Say goodbye to your phone hanging. ITEL A80.
Enjoy 36 months lag-free experience.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Any platform can help you save. But when it comes to investing, you need a partner that you can trust and is committed to helping you achieve your goals. A partner with a global footprint, diversified investment options, and great returns that help you grow. You need RiseVest. RiseVest is your partner for dollar investments like U.S. stocks, U.S. real estate, fixed income, and Naira Savings Vault. Invest with RiseVest to earn interest between 8 to 15% in dollars and up to 25% in Naira. Download the RiseVest app or visit www.risevest.com to start investing. Rise. Investments that help you grow.
Yo, it's time to switch up your streaming and social media experiences. Introducing the Glow My G Bundle, the first all-in-one social and music bundle. It's the perfect bundle for texting, snapping, streaming, sharing, vibing, and everything you love doing online. With My G Bundle, you get the data deals for Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Boomplay, Audiomack, and Glow TV, all in one bundle. Now you can make every Naira count with affordable all-in-one data bundles with Glow My G. Get 1 gigabyte for 300 Naira, 1.5 gigabytes for 500 Naira, and 3.5 gigabytes for 1,000 Naira on the Glow My G bundle. Plus, you also get 1 hour of free browsing on your favorite apps. That's Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Boomplay, Audiomack, and Glow TV. Dial *312# to start making every Naira count with Glow My G bundle. T's and C's apply.
Glow Unlimited.
Heads up, moms and families. 3 Crowns evaporated milk tins now have a plain new lid. Don't worry, the lid is temporary, but that treasured creamy taste remains the same. Both embossed and plain lids are available in stores nationwide.
3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Who thinks you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined point. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. You want to tell you, well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347*880*3#. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347*880*3#. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
Hey there. Sharing is caring, and sharing your phone's hotspot is a great way to help a friend in need. But wait, are you keeping your data safe? Here are smart tips to control your data while sharing your hotspot. Lock down your hotspot with a strong password to ensure there are no data party crashes. Also, remember to change your password frequently to avoid unauthorized use of your data. So, go on, share your connection with loved ones securely and still have plenty of data left. Visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc ncc.gov.ng to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Association of Licensed Telecoms Operators and the Nigerian Communications Commission.
If you need comfortable shortlets to stay on that quick business trip away,
download Escapade.
Or you need luxury apartments for that house party or fun getaway,
Download Escapade.
For comfortable shortlets that fits your budget, use Escapade. Luxury apartments that suit your pocket. Hey, start your trip with Escapade. Find a crib to your taste. Book a place for your stay. Come away with Escapade.
Escapade is the user-friendly app that connects you to suitable shortlet apartments across the country. For business trips, team bonding, house parties, games nights, special celebrations, and family vacations, Escapade is seamless, convenient, and easy to use. Quickly download the app, find a place to your liking, take a 360-degree virtual tour, make a choice, and
book a place for your stay. Come away with Escapade.
Escapade is available on Google Play Store and Apple App Store.
Download Escapade.
When I want the taste of Niger flavor, Zinga Suya Burger. Extra spicy, extra hot, I guess. Zinga Pepper Burger. When I want the classic taste, Suya chicken. Plenty flavors here to choose. KFC is here for you.
Suya chicken, Zinga Pepper Burger. Zinga Suya Burger.
Plenty flavors here to choose.
Suya chicken, Zinga Pepper Burger.
Go to the nearest KFC outlet and get yours today.
Best enjoyed with a cold bottle of Pepsi.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. Your game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's the game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer.
This November, prepare for an epic clash of intellects. I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Competition is back. November the 11th, 2024, 32 of Lagos's brightest secondary school students will step up to the mic, where words become weapons and ideas ignite battles. From Monday, November the 11th at 4 p.m., they'll face off in fierce debates with only one goal: to be crowned the I Beg to Differ champion. Every round is a fight for glory, where one brilliant mind will rise above the rest. Who will be crowned the champion of thought? The ultimate showdown of wit, wisdom, and will is about to begin. I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Competition Season 8 commences Monday, November the 11th at 4 p.m. For sponsorship, please call or WhatsApp 0805-581-5844. I Beg to Differ is proudly supported by Card Center Nigeria Limited, Codros Group, Obiwizi, and Lucas Green Fashion House.
Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No, it's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1, carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
Introducing the essence of true authenticity in fragrance, Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. A unique blend that captivates the authentic spirit of Nigeria, now available in both perfume and body spray variants. Designed for everyone. Yes, Wazobia is a unisex fragrance perfect for both men and women. Its rich and versatile aroma is a statement of inclusivity and unity. Unleash your confidence with each and every spray. Are you a retailer or do you love to buy in bulk? We've got you covered across Nigeria. Wazobia Perfume comes in cartons of 24 bottles and the body spray is available in cartons of 48 bottles. Interested in making Wazobia Perfume a part of your collection or store? For carton purchases, contact us at the email address contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng or call us at 0201 330 0047. That is 0201 330 0047. 24/7. Our team is ready to assist you with your orders. Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. Your new signature fragrance is just a call or a click away. Authentic, unisex, confidence, Wazobia.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Credible journalism, bridging the gap between people and those in authority. With Hard Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Mr. Sunday Diary sends his apologies. He joined us very late. He is rescheduling. He's going to join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. So, yes, he's apologizing. Apparently, he was in a meeting with the president, he says. But in the meantime, we're still talking. If you're just joining us, we're looking at this issue of the children being arraigned. I did tell you that there's a breaking story. Mr. President has ordered the release of those youngsters that were held in custody. This is a report that has been filed by our correspondent in Nigeria Info Abuja. Take a quick listen to this.
Deep inquiries and commentaries about the fate or the situation regarding the minors that you saw towards the end of the last week, the ones that have been arrested by the Nigerian police and that were undergoing some legal processes. You also saw what happened in the courtroom, and as a result of that, Mr. President, because of his very deep commitment to democracy and the rule of law, and without prejudice also to whatever legal processes there are, on the other hand is the human side, the human part of it, has directed that some announcements be made. I recall that I had a short briefing with Mr. President early this evening, and he has directed the immediate release of all the minors that have been arrested by the Nigerian police without prejudice to whatever legal processes there are. All minors, the President has directed that all of them be released immediately. Second, the President has also directed the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction to immediately see to the welfare of those minors and also take part to ensure their smooth reunion with their parents or guardians wherever they are in the country. Number three, the President has directed that a committee will be set up immediately to be headed by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. It's actually an administrative committee to look at all the issues surrounding the arrest, detention, the treatment, and finally the release of these young minors. Fourthly, the President has also directed that all the law enforcement agents involved in the arrest and the legal processes will be investigated, and if there are any infractions found to have been committed by any official of government, being a law enforcement agency or whoever that person may be, appropriate disciplinary action will be taken against him or her. So to recap, the President has directed that these children, these minors, be released immediately. This is, of course, without prejudice to whatever legal processes there are. Because if you look at this issue, there is the legal side of it, but there is also the human angle, the humanitarian side of it. Mr. President has directed that whatever the circumstances are, let the minors be released. They can, of course, continue whatever process there are, if indeed there are, as stipulated by our laws. But the minors, the President has directed that all of them be released.
So there you have it. Of course, the President has asked that all the minors in custody be released. I know I can be very troublesome. So where does that leave this guy? Where does that leave that guy?
So
I need to know where it leaves that guy who's saying that these children are not minors, that they're married men. Some of them are graduates. I want to know where that leaves this guy. Let's take a listen.
Most of them are married men. None of them is a minor. Some of them are university graduates. The small kids you are seeing here, they came with some of their parents to come and greet their loved ones. They are not even the real suspect standing trial in this case. These boys were arrested in Kaduna and Zaria. These young boys are trying to destabilize Nigeria using the Russian flags and other countries, calling on the military to remove our president. Is it fair?
Where does that leave this guy, this particular guy? Because, I mean, that statement that's been released, of course, interesting statement. I made sure I played everything so that you listen and have a clear understanding of what Mr. President's order is. But where does that leave that lawyer? Because he said they were not kids, but the presidency has come out to say, release the minors. But I thought he said they were not minors. When I say, anyway, join the conversation. 0201-277-0993. That's the number for you to call. 0201-277-0993. We're live on Facebook and YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. We're talking about the state of the nation, especially these youngsters that had been paraded on national television for treason. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Miriam, God bless you. You people are doing a very good job. You know, I listen to you because when the other man is blaming the media, yeah, of course, he has a reason. The reason why Nigeria Info is trying their best, you know, by playing all the promises that this government has been promising Nigeria, they will do heaven and earth, and at the end of the day, we never see anything. So, and a lot of media also cover their campaign rally. Why are they not inviting them now? Sir, you promised also times that you are going to do this. Why are you not doing it? Let Nigeria listen to them once again, what they are going to say and their response. So, concerning the minor that is released now, for me, it's not only releasing them now. This is the time for those minors to get a good lawyer and sue the government, because for detaining them for this long time and they come out now to release them, it's not the only to release them. They need to sue the government and let the government compensate those minors.
Okay.
Because they detain them for their civic rights. They have right to protest.
All right.
Why did they detain them?
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Henry. Mr. Henry calling from Alakore.
Henry, go ahead. You have 60 seconds.
Oh yeah. I gave kudos to Mr. President for his for military action. He has had the voice of Nigeria, but I just want to chip in something here. You see, we Nigerians, we like eye service. We too like eye service. We do overdo waiting they no send us so that they will see with the work. Okay, you as a lawyer, you came out publicly to claim that there are no kids. Are you blind? As in, you know, see those small children. I don't know, just because you just want to please your master, just want to please Mr. President, so that they will say, this man, they work, is very serious. And you came out to tell us that there are no minors, there are no minors. As in, what is wrong with elderly people and the educated people in this country? Let's just try to be fair.
Thank you for calling.
And it's not good.
Thank you for calling. Because I'm really thinking to myself that, okay, he was certain he was talking to the media, and there were two guys behind him that the first look on their faces were like, what is he saying? And then they started laughing, obviously, because they knew he was playing to the gallery. But whatever, he had a conviction, a strong conviction, that these were not kids, these were not minors, these were grown-ups who were married. And so I've got a very interesting response here on YouTube Live. Njoko Emmanuel says, hello, Maryann. I want to thank the president for his magnanimity. Now, these married boys can reunite with their wives and children after the holidays to Disneyland in Abuja Annex. At last, democracy is won. He's taking the mickey, obviously, but does this not make a caricature of our judicial system? Does this not also make law enforcement really look terrible at doing their jobs? Does this not make us as a country the butt of jokes for the rest of the world? Just a question. Join the conversation. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening, Maryann.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Godwin calling from Lagwe.
Go ahead, Godwin.
Thank you. First of all, the people, well, God bless you for the good job you're doing. Now, looking at this scenario, we have found ourselves under this 9 years of APC. It is getting clearer and clearer by day that the Bible quotation that says that when the wicked is on the throne, then the situation we find ourselves is always the thing. Why would that person that was saying that they are not minor or whatever, with what we saw on the video, I'm sure that person is not with his right senses. From what we saw, and why is it that these people, they are not always on the positive side for Nigeria, rather to inflict pains, agony in the life of my ordinary Nigeria? But the thing there is this: there is nothing that is forever. Their children, they will also pass through what they are inflicting on Nigerians today because
all right. Thank you very much for calling, Godwin. Thank you. I do appreciate it. It's going to flood the whole news media. Everyone's reporting it. It's a breaking story. Yes, the president has asked for the release of these children. Does it make everything all right? Does it stop us from questioning the fact that the counsel to the president said that these children were not children, first, to start with, and that these kids were trying to overthrow the president? We had Serap talk about it. We had humanitarian human rights NGOs speak about it. We had several people call. Even I think the former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, made mention of this if I'm not mistaken. Correct me, please. Several people have spoken about this. So the president obviously has done what is right. But does it not call to question what we call a judicial system, what we call a policing system, and then the standards with which we deal with issue, or the way I'm just thinking, because a guy threatens to kill another man and make him disappear, and nothing will happen because he sits and occupies a certain position, and he's given a slap on the wrist. The kids come out, and Nigerians come out to protest against hunger. They're trying to depose the president. Where do we go from here? Our time is really fast spent, and I don't know. Where do we go from here, really? I want to read some messages before we go. This one says, at this point, I've come to realize that a lot of things in this country, before anyone counters whatever I say, I'm a complete citizen, born and bred. The worst thing that can happen to anyone is to be a Nigerian, either citizenship or by naturalization. If peradventure you're a Nigerian, the next worst thing that can happen to you is to live in Nigeria. Okay. I'm trying to get the point here. Someone here says, why is the presidency representative calling the children minors when the government lawyer said the boys are married men? It seems the government was called to bar in the zone of Greenport. His certificate should be investigated. Ken Sport from Surulere. This one here says, if the president released them on humanitarian grounds, if we allowed the law to take its course, would they have been prosecuted on criminal responsibility? FM from Ogun State. FM, I'm sure that you know lawyers. Maybe you can ask them to explain to you. Uchenna here says, forgot that guy who said the kids are not minor. Don't give him audience. For me, he doesn't exist. Okay, Uche, but he does exist. And finally, this one says, I think what the president means to say is that they should release the minors among the detained, if there are any. Festus from Okwaja. Yes, of course, whether we like it or not, there were people who were first arraigned. Do you remember? There were adults. The people who were first arraigned for treason. Do you remember? And then these kids surfaced. But we've got to go on a break. Lagos, this is the show tomorrow.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Well, tomorrow, Mr. Dari says he will be joining us at 4 p.m. He apologizes profusely. He said he was working on this issue of the minors for it to be released. So he will be joining us tomorrow at 4 p.m. So don't worry. You'll get your day and your questions will be answered. But before we go, I just want to read a few more messages, okay, to do justice to everyone. This one says, not only that guy or unfortunate lawyer, but what about the IG and the judge? Well, these are questions that need to be answered, and we will have a lawyer in the studio tomorrow to answer these questions for us. Someone here says, the release of minors as ordered by the president is a welcome development. Even though the harm has been done, it's better late than late. Okay, Ugoeze from Satellite Town sent us that one. Maryann, does this proclamation and presidential order not telling us that the president is not aware, he is easily disconnected from the people? So what happens to the rule of law that kept them and requires them to pay 10 million naira? Does it mean it was charged overnight, or changed overnight? Japheth from Lekki, I really can answer these questions. Really, I'm not in a position to do so because I'm not a lawyer. Neither do I work for the presidency. But Mr. Dari is coming tomorrow. All your questions will be answered. This one says, there is emphasis on all the minors. So what will happen to those above 18 years that protested for good governance and hunger in the land? It's unfortunate that the right to protest in Nigeria is being systematically criminalized. Val from Aguda. This one says, good evening to you. My name is Tare from Lekki. Maryann, my take is that Mr. Tinubu ordered the release of the minors that were arrested by the police is long overdue because it should not have happened in the first place. And he says, God save Nigeria. My question still stands, and I want you to think about it. I don't want you to answer me. it's not a question that deserves an answer to me directly. But how did we move from asking that our lives be saved? It was an SOS, save our souls. It was we're dying of hunger protest. Can you do a U-turn or see what you can do to help us because we're dying? How that became treason, and that's all we're talking about. And no one else is talking about how we're still surviving. Can we survive? Are we surviving? The number of people that are dying. I saw a woman well dressed, getting ready to sleep at 7 p.m. on my street, spread cloth, laid down because she has no home to go back to. That's how bad things are. But no one's talking about it. Remember the video of people scooping rice and sand because they're hungry. Hunger wants to kill them. We've forgotten about it totally. We've moved away from it. Has the situation changed? Yvonne seems to be in a very good mood today. I've got to go. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, MIMIEYO. Let's talk more on social media. My name is Maryann Okon. I'll see you tomorrow on Hard Facts. Have a good evening, Lagos.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.